Hi friends, welcome to day 1 to solve UPSC Prelims questions 2019. Today we are going to deal with the section Economy. I'm Uma Maheshwari and I have cleared Civil Services Exam 2018. To know more about me, please pass the slide and read the info. Let me tell you one more time, please do watch the introductory part of this course to make the best use of it. Let's begin to win. Question number 1. Which of the following is not included in the assets of a commercial bank in India? Asset means it must yield interest income or it must give the amount which is invested back. That is, they are two-way transactions. If I buy a house, I'll get rental income, or if I sold the house, then I would get the money invested. These are assets. To a commercial bank, advances. Yes, if the bank lends to a customer, it will get interest back as income and it will also get the money which it lends. So, A, advances or assets. Deposits. Actually, deposits, when a customer deposits the money, the bank must pay the interest. So, deposits are not assets but liabilities. So, the straightforward answer to this question is B, deposits. Investments, money at call and short notice, yes, they both are assets to the Commercial Bank of India. Hence, the answer to this question is B, deposits. Question number 2. The money multiplier in an economy increases with which one of the following? What is a money multiplier? If a person deposits a money into the system, how does it multiply and affect the total money supply? That is, if I'm going to invest or deposit 100 rupees into a bank, what will the bank do? It will lend my 100 rupees to some person. And what will that person do? He will invest it into the business. And how will it affect the entire money supply in the system? And it has a formula which is M money multiplier equals M3 by M0. M3 is total stock of money and M0 is the high powered money or reserve money. So if the reserve money increases, then the money multiplier will decrease, because when the reserve money increases, the bank will not have much money to lend. So we can directly eliminate the options A and C. Increase in the population of the country is relevant to the money multiplier, but increase in the banking habit of the population will help to increase the money multiplier, because more people, if they know the banking, they will deposit into the bank and they will get money from the bank in the form of advances, and hence B is the correct answer to this question. And any increase in the reserve ratio prevents the banks from lending more money, because whenever I deposit 100 rupees, banks will not lend the entire 100 rupees. They have to park some amount as reserves. Let us take the case as 10%. If the reserve money is 10%, banks must keep 10% aside for reserves and they can lend only 90 rupees. So if reserve increases, then money multiplier will decrease. Question number 3. What was the purpose of intercreditor agreement signed by Indian banks and financial institutions recently? When you read the question itself, the term which should come to your mind is Project Shashak. Because it was in news very often. So what is Project Shashak? It is a pre-admissive stage for IBC, which is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Let's take, if the loan amount is less than 50 crores, then what will happen if there is a default? It will be dealt by the bank within itself. And if it is between 50 crores to 500 crores, what will happen is it will be resolved by the consortium of lending, and the lead bank will be authorized to resolve the case. And hence the answer to this question is actually D, to aim at faster resolution of stressed assets of 50 crore or more which are under the consortium lending. You see, for bad loans of 50 to 500 crores, banks will enter into an intercreditor agreement and they will authorize the lead bank to implement a resolution plan. Question number 4. The chairman of public sector banks is selected by the. Another factual question, and it is very, very easy. A hot cake question for you. The answer is actually A, Bank Boards Bureau. So in order to improve the governance of public sector banks, the government set up an autonomous bank board bureau. What is the function of this BBB? It will actually select and search heads of the PSBs and other public sector financial institutions. And they can do only the recommendation part. The appointments committee of the cabinet has the final say in the appointment of the heads. Question number 5. This question is regarding RBI's recent directive related to storage of payment system data. Please do read the bulky options. Actually, option 1 is correct because RBI it directed that the payment systems data of Indians must be stored only in the systems in India, and they shall ensure that the systems are owned and operated by public sector enterprises. No, this is actually wrong and absurd. RBI did not give such a drastic initiative. They shall submit the Consolidated System Audit Report (SAR) to CAG. This is also wrong because they shall submit the SAR to RBI and not to CAG. So the answer to this question is A1 only. The audit, that is the system audit report, the audit should be conducted by certain empaneled auditors. Question number 6. The service area approach SAA was implemented under the purview of. It is a very direct, straightforward, factual question, and the answer to this question is B. Lead bank scheme. So what is the service area approach? It is an improved method of lead bank scheme. Under this scheme, every bank branch in rural and semi-urban area will be given some specific villages, and the branch is responsible to meet the bank credit and the financial needs of that service area. Question number 7. Which of the following is issued by registered FPIs to overseas investors who want to be part of Indian stock market without registering themselves directly? This is another straightforward, easy hotcake question. And if you have a fair knowledge on the external sector of India, the answer here is D. Participatory note is well known to you. So, what is this participatory note? If I am an US citizen and if I want to invest in a stock market in India, I cannot invest directly. So, what will I do? I will ask the FPI, and this FPI will invest in the share market and it will purchase the stocks and the bonds which I want, and it will give me not the stocks or bonds, but it will give me the participatory notes. So the answer is D. Please do read the other options too, which may be asked in the following prelims. Question number 8. In India, which of the following review independent regulators in sectors like telecommunications, insurance, electricity, etc.? Ad hoc committees set up by the parliament. Now let's go by elimination method. We can directly eliminate Finance Commission and Niti Aayog because Niti Aayog is a think tank, and the role of Finance Commission is to distribute the taxes and the proceeds of the taxes between the center and the states, and it has no role to review independent regulators. And so now we are left with options 1, 2, and 4. You read the option 4, Financial Sector Legislative Reforms Commission. So the name itself has financial sector. Why should it review the independent regulators in other sectors like telecom, insurance? No, this is wrong. And we can now arrive at that answer directly, which is 1 and 2, which is A. The parliament departmental committees, they are ministry specific and they would review the working of regulators with their respective departments. And the ad hoc committees, they are temporary and they perform specific tasks. They are set up from time to time to review the independent regulators. So 1 and 2 are correct and the answer is A. Question number 9. Which one of the following is the largest exporter of rice in the world in the last 5 years? When one reads this question without knowing the facts, we would be tempted to answer China A because it is the largest manufacturer in the world. But the answer to this question is B, India. Be proud to be an Indian. India has been the world's top rice exporter since the beginning of this decade. It displaced Thailand from the leadership position. How did it happen? Because there are some factors involved in it. In 2011, the government of India lifted a 4-year ban on exports of rice varieties, and therefore people started to export rice in large. And the same thing, a similar thing which happened in Thailand was they favored the farmers. They told that we will get the grains from the farmers. So what the farmers of Thailand did was they gave their stocks to the government and instead of exporting. And hence India emerged as the top rice exporter, displacing Thailand. Question number 10. Among the agricultural commodities imported by India, which one of the following accounts for the highest imports in terms of value in the last 5 years? This is another factual, straightforward question. Please do read economic survey so that you will be aware of such facts. The answer to this question is D, vegetable oils. You can see India's top 10 imports. Please do pass the slide and study it now itself because much of the facts do not change every year. And animal and vegetable oils, we import most of palm oils from Indonesia, and we have a specific scheme called ISOPOM to improve the domestic oil production of edible oils. There is one more part 2 to today's video, so please do watch it. Have a nice day. Thank you.